guys, so today I'm going to make a video about shoes. So the reason I made this video is because recently I went on a trip to Las Vegas and I realized that most of the time when I travel I don't really think about the shoes that I bring. I just throw a bunch of shoes in my bag. And then when I got to Vegas I realized I only used 3 pairs of those shoes, and coincidences, those are the 3 pairs I wear all the time. So then I started thinking about why these 3 pairs. And so I thought that I'd be maybe helpful to some of you to get tips on why there is, let's say, a very limited number of shoes that we always wear, and how to pick those shoes. I know that a lot of people I know don't really wear heels, and when they do start wearing heels, they don't know which ones to get because they feel like they're going to buy a pair that they're not going to wear, or they're going to waste money on a pair that will end up hurting. And especially if you have a limited budget, this is important stuff to know, so you buy the right shoes. It's also helpful if you're traveling to bring the right shoes. I'm a prime example of that. And especially if you're moving into a college dorm, you have limited space. There are a lot of situations in which having a specific type of shoe... Where am I even going with this? What I mean is knowing which shoes you actually wear can save you time, money, and space. So I'm going to tell you which ones I wear because maybe it'll help you out. That's what I meant. So the first pair is shoes that match your skin tone. So what we often refer to as nude. These kinds of shoes are pretty much the ones I wear the most, for the simple reason that A, it elongates your legs, so it makes your legs look longer, leaner, things I can use. And apart from that, it goes with everything. So no matter what color you're wearing, these shoes are the prime ones that you can bring and it'll always be okay. So here I'm going to show you a couple of models of the ones I primarily wear. So, and also it doesn't exactly have to match your skin tone, but the closest you come, the better. And also, if you're a cold-hued skin person, my undertones are bluish, make sure not to get warm colors because that's happened to me. And anyways, so these shoes. So I thought I'd show you these ones just because these are actually pretty comfortable, and they're a fairly common model, kind of lace up, and yeah, sorry, they're kind of dirty actually. But I got these from Topshop, and these are super comfortable, especially because your weight rests down here, but also on this, so it's not like your whole weight is going towards the end of the shoe. And these are super comfortable, make your legs look longer, easy to walk in, so yeah. Another pair of nude shoes that I wear a lot are platforms. I wear platforms as much as I can just because chunky heels are easier to balance on. And they're these ones from Public Desire. Really easy to walk in, they're not really that heavy, and they just kind of go with everything. So yeah. Also, the cool thing about these is that since they're nude, the fact that they come up kind of like boots it doesn't work against you, whereas for me, if these were black, these would cut my leg because it comes up like boots, and then it's your ankle is chopped, and it kind of creates this visual illusion where your legs look shorter because instead of flowing down to your feet, it stops at your ankle, chops, and then there's your shoe. So these are great because of that too. They don't create any negative kind of visual illusions. Then this last pair are pretty new, and the great thing about these is that, well, I mean, they make your feet and legs look really dainty. Really easy, very simple. The only thing about these is that pretty much all your weight will be resting on this. And for me, that's a little high maintenance. These are the shoes I wear to go to the bar down the street, where I will sit down and not get up, and then I will walk home and I'm done with the night, okay? For me, these are definitely not the ones to go romping around Vegas. However, I did go romping around Vegas in these, no problem, until 3 in the morning, not a big deal. So if you can deal with heels well, this is definitely a thing to do. Also, if you get shoes like this, you should get these kind of sole cushions. Self-explanatory. And one tip about sole cushions is if you can see, I didn't stick it completely down, because most of the time the adhesive on these is very strong, so if you stick it all the way down, you can't take these off and put them on something else. But if you only stick it like, I put like a quarter of the way, you can always rip it off and pull it another quarter and stick it onto another shoe, because I know that these, like, I don't even think these were a particular brand, and I think they were like $10 for a pair, so I mean, if you have to do that with all your shoes, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So anyways, that. So the first one was the nude shoe. The second one is the strappy black heels. So let me get that. Oh shit, I completely forgot. These, in case anyone's interested, are from Call It Spring. So the strappy black heels, these ones, these are also from Public Desire. So I only have one example of these because I don't know, I feel like I just only wear these anyways, so. But the cool thing about the strappy black heels is that, similarly to the nude ones, these pretty much go with everything, and they give a little bit of edge too, because while the nude ones can, you know, most of the time they just blend in, they don't really make an impression, they're just there. These ones can make outfits a lot edgier, or like, they can pretty much accessorize the outfit a little bit, especially if you're wearing something more minimalistic and plain like I do. And the cool thing about these is also that since there are all these straps, your weight feels a little bit more distributed instead of just like coming to like a point down here where you feel like your foot is like pushing to get out of the shoe. Also the fact that the heel is like pretty high, but I don't really feel it at all because of this weight distribution. And these go well with everything, and the other thing is like what I said before about cutting your leg and creating that visual illusion that your legs are shorter. Like, some people don't care about that. I do, because like I'm not a huge fan of my legs, so I always want to try and elongate them if I can. And the cool thing about these is that since they're strappy and thin, it doesn't really chop it as much as like it scales it a little bit, if that makes sense. Whatever. It doesn't make a negative visual illusion there. And yeah, they're really comfortable, so these are definitely a good pair, especially because these can be worn with skirts and pants, whatever, and it always goes. For my next shoes, that rule is a little bit different. Yeah. Anyways, the next shoes I want to talk about are boots, like heeled boots, obviously, and high-heeled boots. These are great for when it's either colder or for when you're wearing jeans or long pants generally. A lot of girls wear these with like skirts and stuff, and sorry, I should probably just show you what I'm talking about. A lot of girls wear boots like this with skirts and stuff, and it looks great, but like I said, this really chops your leg and makes it look shorter than what it is. So if you have the same concern as I do, don't wear this with a skirt. But these are great to wear with jeans, and I wear these with jeans all the time, especially in the winter, or generally when it's colder. The cool thing about these is that they have a platform, so it's immediately a higher heel without feeling like a higher heel. These are Jeffrey Campbell, and I think the model's called Mulder. And yeah, these are just really easy. I even wore these at the airport and through a 13-hour flight, and I was totally fine. The only thing about these is if you wear these, make sure to wear thicker kind of socks, not like thin, short ones. Just because the shoe starts feeling heavy if you wear those. And yeah, I really love these. These are my favorites. But generally, any shoe by Jeffrey Campbell that's classified as a Lita also works, just because they have that chunkier heel and they're boot shaped and they're just so easy to wear. And yeah, those are pretty much the 3 kinds of shoes that I'd advise to get if you're starting, traveling, whatever. And yeah, so if you guys have any other shoes that you'd recommend, comment if anyone's watching. And yeah, thanks for watching.